Welcome to episode 67 of Sorry for the Delay. I'm your editor, Mia. Happy New Year. This week, the boys are talking about their New Year's celebrations, or lack thereof. Sean and Joshua both share their step totals from last year. Spoilers, it's a lot. Finally, they talk about the decline of being able to find physical Blu-ray discs, plus a new segment gets introduced. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sorry for the Delay. We are your hosts. My name is Sean. This is Joshua. Joshua, this is episode 67. It is the first episode of the brand new year, which feels weird to say, considering we've made it an entire year, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I think, I don't know if like a lot of people, when you get into the new year, you kind of mess up, like when you write the date. You know, a couple times you're like, you're still writing 2024 on things. So today I was very conscious, like when I was trying to like fill paperwork out and stuff, I was like, okay, today is 2025. So I didn't have to like rewrite, you know, whatever it is, what I was doing. Yeah. So I think it's just kind of funny when you go into the new year, you kind of have to just like think about where you're at, you know, and that whole thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude, honestly, I feel good. It's a good year. Sometimes I complain about the cold on here, and it's a little cold over here, but not as cold as where you're at. So I can't fucking complain.
Never as cold as where I'm at.
Yeah. So I feel good, man. I feel really good, and I'm happy about this new year. I think it's going to be a really good year for not just the podcast, but I think for, you know, everybody in general, as long as you stay positive and, you know, just look to the future, man, because it should be bright. Just. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm happy. Feel good.
Positive
really good.
Vibes only, baby. Positive vibes only.
I'm ranting, mumbling.
You're vamping is what they call it. Filling air. Filling time.
Yeah.
But Joshua, like we do on all these episodes, if you've been with us for a year, or this is your first time listening to us, Joshua and I start every episode off with what is in our cups. And Joshua, what is in your cup today, buddy?
Since it's a new year, I had to bring back a classic, Sean. And I know sometimes Sean shits on me, everybody, for bringing the classic back. Bucanas. But in my defense, it's not Bucanas. You know, so you've been listening. I've been on this Bucanas kick. You know, it's a pineapple liquor. You know, it tastes really good in just about every kind of mixed drink because it's got pineapple. So I've been putting that in everything. Sean shits on me for that. But I think you're gonna have to go back like 30 something episodes ago to find this drink. It's a classic. It's a 2024 classic. I know it's a new year, but I had to bring back the good old faithful, the Jack and Coke, everybody. I had to bring back the Jack and Coke.
There was a group of people behind me clapping at the fact that you're bringing back the good old-fashioned Jack and Coke. Because, Joshua, in my cup, I also have bourbon or whiskey, whatever you prefer. I do not have it in Coke, Joshua, but I do have my signature little rose in here. You can barely see that, but there's a beautiful little ice rose in there.
Oh, it's a cube,
just straight Burbies.
Like one of those cube
rose? Yeah, ice cube mold. It's delicious. It's Wild Turkey 101 for those of you paying attention. I usually buy it in bulk, and then I just sip on it for the next 2 weeks. But to harbor back to what you were saying, Joshua, about bringing in some classics again, Joshua, I also have a little bit of what we call Gator wine. Gator wine, delicious, in a Sorry for the Delay cup, which will be available in the future. But this is just Gatorade and red wine, and I approve. So cheers, everybody. I hope you had a great New Year's. And Joshua, speaking of New Year's, how was your celebration? Did you do anything? Did you guys have fun? Did you shoot your eye out with fireworks or something?
No, I did not celebrate. Because last year, again, if you've been listening for a little bit, we were up in Seattle, me and my girlfriend. So we were up there with Sean and his girlfriend and a couple other friends, Ellie and Vince. Shout out to them. They hosted us and everything. So it was pretty freaking, it was cool of them to do that. They always do that. But yeah, so we went hard last year. You know, we were out in the cold or whatever it was. And that was super, super fun. So not that we planned it this way, but this year we pretty much chilled at home. And I was joking with everybody at work today as I celebrated New Year's like a child. I drank water and milk.
What? What? That sounds fucking gross. Like together?
I mean, not at the same time. Or... I mean, although I do put ice in my milk, which I know that for some people that's taboo. What, you don't? Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Before we move forward in this podcast here, we need to answer a lingering question now. Joshua, Why do you put ice in milk?
Okay,
Explain
ice and
to
milk.
me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't used to do this, but
It's a new thing. So as you grew older, you were just like, I love the taste of ice. I love the taste of milk. Together, a delicious combination.
I mean, I feel because what it did for me, because ice has always been on the thicker side. I mean, not ice. Sorry, holy shit, I can't even fucking talk. Milk. Like I know there's like 2%. There's all these different percentages of milk. Yeah. So for a while, I don't know what it was. Is like I felt like the milk was really thick and it wasn't cold enough, so it kind of had a weird taste for me. Like it was almost, it was almost like coating my tongue. And so I started putting ice in it for this reason, and I just stuck with that ever since.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. I don't even know how to respond to that other than ask you another question. When you make cereal, are you putting ice cubes in your cereal as well? Or you just like not do that? Or
ice in my cereal? I think I'm going to actually try that. You make a solid point with that. Why would I not be putting ice in with the milk that's in my cereal? You make a good point.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what you.
But there's just something good about ice in milk. So if anybody else out there puts ice in their milk or finds it fucking weird, I would really like to know the feedback, because I can't be alone.
You're gonna get it.
I can't be alone on this one.
Oh God, Joshua.
Yeah, man. So that's what I did is I celebrated New Year's like a child. I kept it simple. I think I even fell asleep like right after the ball dropped. Me and my girlfriend were here at the house. It was very, very mellow. So it was cool. I mean, so
nice, my dude.
Yeah, so it was chill. What'd you do?
Yeah, we did pretty much the same thing, Joshua. We literally were here on the couch. We watched a few movies. Side note, now that you've reminded me, everybody on the internet is going crazy for the movie Wicked. I too am a Wicked fanatic. I do enjoy that movie and that musical. It's great. It's wonderful. But heed this warning for anybody listening to this in the future, or it's about to be New Year's for you. Do not listen to the comments when they say a timestamp and it's supposed to be X happens on this time. And if you start the movie on this time, this will happen. All right. I looked at a few different Reddit pages, including the Wicked Reddit page. And they were instructing us all to basically start the movie at a certain time to have a certain line play when the clock hits midnight. And I did all that. And guess what?
You went all out on this shit. Holy
guess
shit.
What?
Reddit,
that's right, everybody.
And everything.
It didn't line up correctly. Now, could it have been user error? Possibly. But it was damn close. It needed to be, I think it was like 45 seconds before. So a little later on that one. And for the record, the line I wanted to bring in the new year was when Galinda says, "Hey, look, it's tomorrow." So that's always fun. But yeah, don't ever listen to the internet. Just try to figure the math out on your own. I try to do it without figuring out the math, and I paid for it in the end. So there's that. But other than that, Joshua, we basically just sat here. We watched the fireworks celebration from the Space Needle live streamed on the King 5 news channel, which is the news channel that's up here. They live streamed that. So we were in the comfort of our own home watching this year. So which was pretty cool because it was actually really good this year. The fireworks were awesome. You could actually see them, Joshua. They weren't covered in fog and smoke. The drone show drone show was incredible. They had a Kraken, which in the middle of the Kraken performance, one of the drones did die. R.I.P. Respect. Lost another good one, as they say. And there was also Bigfoot. Bigfoot was made into a drone show picture image, which was fucking amazing. Like fucking phenomenal. So I'll have Mia put in some pictures in there and so you guys can see it. But yeah, other than that, it was great, buddy. It was probably the best New Year's that I've had. I mean, I was sad that I didn't spend time with our boy Vicente, but he was with me in spirit. So,
well, I just want to say one thing about New Year's. It's like, it's okay if you don't like go hard. You know, I don't know why it's like people feel the need to just like get blasted on New Year's. It's okay to like do a year where you do something and do a year where you don't do something. It's totally okay. So I don't know. Yeah. I think this is one of the years where we did the same thing, where we just kind of chilled. And I know it's too soon. I mean, how many days we got? Freaking 359 days, or how many days we got left in the year? Like, we got time to get to the new year.
It comes up fast.
We're gonna be fine. So got time to plan for this next one.
Speaking of New Year's and stuff, let's move on to the chat with us section of the podcast. Because I know that we have some topics in there that cover New Year's. So let's go ahead and do that.
All right, let's jump on over here. Where the fuck's my button at? Jesus Christ!
Where's his button?
I got buttons. I got buttons all over the place.
All right. So here is our topics for the week. I will go ahead and read them as I can. I can't speak either, buddy. We're broken. We're both broken in the start of the year. 2025. Here we go. Is one of the topics. Healthy Challenge 2025.
Mm-hmm. Excited for that one.
I bet you are. We'll see how long it takes for us to not do that. Movies to look forward to this year.
Okay.
The next one is New York worth it? Diapers? Question mark?
Diapers. I just got to applaud the spelling. I just want to say the spelling. So they got diapers right.
Yep. Those of you listening, go ahead and check on us. Sorry for the delayed out live. You can check out the video portion of that there. Outdated media is our final topic for the week. So let's get this shit started, Joshua. Here we go, 2025.
Yes, sir.
This one?
All right, well, here we go, 2025. I know there's a whole thing with like New Year's resolutions and everybody kind of like tries to set out what they want to do for the year. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious when it comes to the new year. I think we talked about this even last year. Here we go. So like, do you have any New Year's, say, resolutions, or are just the year 2025 sound like a good year to start something or forget something? Like, here we go.
Yeah, I would say, Joshua, the biggest thing I have for this year is to push the shit out of this podcast. I think that we are now at a point where we are doing well in terms of like the way we can entertain, I guess you would say. And I feel like this needs to be broadcast not only so we can start making some extra dough out of it, but also so I can start wearing some of these badass merchandise that is just waiting so I can show that shit off. But I think other than that, I have no other New Year's resolutions. Just stay safe and try not to die. I guess, survive. Like, that's probably
the funny thing about
thing.
Death, it's like, it's the beginning of the year. We shouldn't be thinking about death, but death just sometimes finds us. You know what I mean? So I guess what we're trying to say is enjoy it, man.
Don't make have it,
Yeah. Don't make your goals too unachievable, with that.
Yeah.
said.
Oh, and to bounce off of that real quick, Joshua, hey, if you made it through 2025 and all you did was survive, that's still an accomplishment, because there are a lot of people who didn't. So
it was a tough one. Yeah.
Congrats on you, everybody. Like, thank you. For
and that isn't to like,
and
that's not to just like put any disrespect on anybody who lost loved ones.
Not at all.
I know like life is crazy and we all kind of go through tragedies, and so it's how we prosper and how we survive through these things and get through and overcome these challenges. So
exactly.
With that said. So, but for me, I guess for 2025, I started thinking about this because we talked about this a little bit on the last podcast, and I think I kind of forgot to bring it up, but I think as far as some kind of resolution or something to pay attention to for me,
sure.
And I think we can all look in the mirror when it comes to this kind of thing is, take a look at the stuff, at least for me, take a look at the things that we're putting into our body and what we want out of our body. Okay. So I don't know why I always use hot Cheetos, because it just, everybody loves those fucking things, and we put chile and lemon and we fucking throw dog hair on it and shit, whatever the fuck you like to put on your hot Cheetos. But I think for me, what I expect to get out of my body is what I'm going to put into it. So if I want to put garbage into this vessel, garbage is probably going to be the result. So part of my resolution is to pay attention more to what I'm putting into my body, and perhaps what's on the labels. If I can't pronounce it, I'm probably not going to put it in. So I got to get better at pronouncing the names of mushrooms, because clearly I consume those. So I should learn how to pronounce those things. Because I mean, Maybe they're good, maybe they're not. Or, to be determined. So that's one of them.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, and the other thing is just have a better, and I don't know if I brought this up last time, but have a better work-life balance. I don't know if I had said that on the last podcast, I think it's very important for 2025. Now that elections are over and now there's just a bunch of shit is done, we start to have a better work-life balance and pay attention to the things that come into our lives when we're off of work. Because work helps us generate income and pay for things and go out to dinner and shit. But if you don't pay attention to your home life, if you don't balance out your personal life, I almost guarantee your work life is probably going to suck too. So for me, I'm going to focus majorly on those two, is what I'm putting in my body and having a better work and life balance.
All right. Not bad.
So that's kind of my big push for this
year. I have
to
ask a question though, buddy. You said whatever I put in my body is what I want out of my body.
Yes.
Like, what if I want liquor? Like, if I put liquor into my body because I want it to come out of my body, do you think that'll work? Like,
I
can
think
I become
so.
my own like whiskey tap? Just tap myself anytime I want, like a little pick me up here and there.
I mean that could work. But if you put a bunch of liquor into your body and then you get a DUI, then that's what you're gonna get out of it. See?
Listen, no one's saying I'm driving.
A correlation.
I'm just saying I want to put the liquor in my body to get liquor out. That's what I want.
Okay, you want to just tap yourself? You want to stick a straw in your belly button and just drain that shit?
Oh, yeah. An umbilical cord full of liquor. Licky.
I mean, if it worked like that, I think we'd all be doing that. Shit, bottles are expensive.
Right.
Fuck,
all right, buddy, let's move on. Healthy Challenge 2025. Speaking of your putting good stuff in.
Bam. All right, Healthy Challenge, everybody. So this one's a big one for me. So I don't know if I feel like the majority of people now have Apple Watches or Samsung Watches or have apps that track your steps. But I want to take you on a little bit of a journey. My 2024 journey with where I could have gone, with how far I traveled. So
okay, got it.
Where I could have gone. Understood. So you're gonna have to slide over to YouTube or just keep listening. But there's gonna be some visuals going along with this. So Sean, I'm gonna take you on a little trip.
All right, I'm ready.
First of all,
I don't have any pants on, but I'm ready.
I gotta give you a breakdown here. Okay. So
sure.
It's probably really small on your screen and hard to see.
It is pretty small. So you'll have to read.
So I'm going to have to read this for you. Yeah. So last year, it's really cool. I mean, I have a Samsung. I know some people out there like you fucking blue dot guy or green, whatever the fuck you are. I know I'm a Samsung guy. I'm not an Apple guy. Sorry. So this is my phone and it's tied to my watch and this tracks my steps, right? So this is part of the challenge. So last year alone, I averaged, and I look at, everybody can do this. I averaged 12,008 steps a day.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's a lot of steps.
A day, right? So that's an average of 5.65 miles, burning 564 calories. And I guess it has something to do with floors. I never know what the fuck that thing means. But that's like 1.6 floors. I mean, I guess I'm climbing, skyscrapers or some shit. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But the really impressive metric there is the steps in total. Okay. So for December, I just got to give you the December one because it took me time to fucking put that thing up there. So I'm going to tell you what that was.
That's fine.
All right. So my average December, which is supposed to be the 'tis the season to be jolly, like kick back and don't do shit, get fat. My average in December, my step counts was 13,436 steps.
God damn.
And in total in December, I totaled in steps 416,532 steps in December alone, which is
now how accurate
incredible.
Do you think this is, Joshua?
I don't fucking know.
Do you think it's that accurate? Like that it's actually tracking every single step? Because you said this was from your phone, correct?
This is from my watch and my phone because they're both tied together.
So there have to be days when you're not carrying either of those.
No,
right?
I carry.
And you're
no,
still doing steps.
No. Well, I mean, if I go to take a shit, or I mean, I go to the shower, I don't have my phone in my shower, so yeah, like I'm walking around my bathroom.
That were missed. You probably missed an extra like 30 steps. Like you should probably add like another. I don't know. You take a shower every 2 weeks, so probably 60 steps a month.
Yeah. So it's true. There are steps missed, which maybe there's some average built up there. I don't know. We're not truly. I mean, these numbers are just built off of these devices, whatever. So, but it's a fun way of tracking it and to check it out. So, in total, in 2024, my steps. Again, this is fucking crazy. I want everybody to look at theirs. If you're listening to this, when you park somewhere, don't do this while you're driving. But I want you to pull up your 2024 total steps, if you can, and see what it is. So mine was 4,395,257. Like I don't think that's how you say that shit, but
that's fine.
Yeah,
you did great.
So,
I'm proud of you.
4.3 million steps basically in 2024. Now, what does that equal into miles? So you're like, how many fucking steps? Like, what can you do with those types of steps? So here we go. So that is equivalent to 2,081 steps or 81 miles. 2,081 miles.
Hot dog, dude.
That's fucking. That's
a lot.
That's a lot, right? That is like you're going places like that. So where are you going? Okay. Well, the first place I wanted to fucking walk to just to see if I could. What do you know? I took a walk to Vegas. So Vegas, if I wanted to start my fucking walking today, right now, I said goodbye, Sean. Goodbye, listeners. Let me just go take a walk. To
Joshua
get to Vegas,
for our audio listeners, Joshua has a map up of the world, and he has his location to Vegas, his city, and then he has a little line to Vegas, which is fucking hilarious. Just putting that out there.
So if I wanted to walk my ass to Vegas, I could have done it. 300. I could have walked there and back, and still had time to spare. Well, let's just say I was like, I want to max these miles out. Like, if I just wanted to keep going past Vegas, let's see how fucking far I could go. Well. If I wanted to, I could walk my ass all the way to Kentucky.
Oh my God. But it would take you a whole entire year to get there, Joshua. So I don't know, man. The cost per step ratio doesn't seem right.
I think you can do that too. I think you can do what the driving, the biking, like I think there is a feature on Google Maps where you can do that. I didn't see how long it would take me to walk there, but this is just kind of a reference. To like how far I could have gone with the amount of steps that I did. But if I didn't want to go to Kentucky because that's just like, I don't want to go that direction. Maybe I want to walk to you, Sean. How far the fuck is that? Okay. Well, Sean, it's only 738 miles to you, Sean. So I could have easily walked to you, Sean.
All right, I'll expect you here by dawn. So go ahead and get on trucking, baby.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy when you think about like how much walking does a person do during, like how far could you go and what have you done along the way? So now that I've walked to you, Sean, I'm like, let me just keep walking. Let me see where 2,081 miles will take me in your direction, just for the fuck of it, right? Mm-hmm. Well. I could walk my ass all the way up to Alaska.
I think you would get hit by a moose or something before you made it all the way up to Alaska. Like that, it's amazing the amount of distance you've covered throughout the year, Joshua. That's insane. But I still have to question the legitimacy of this.
Of course you would. Of course you would, Sean. You don't trust it. So I want everybody, this is just, again, the healthy challenge. I'm just curious because it is January 1st. You can go, anybody can do this, except for you Apple users. I have a couple friends that have Apples, and for some reason, when they did it on their phone, they had to actually total up every month because it wouldn't give you a 12-month like Samsung does. So maybe that person was wrong. But their piece of shit phone didn't do it and their app didn't do it. So, sorry, Apple, just get up to speed. But I would this is what I'm saying is I just want to challenge everybody. Take a look at it. See how your step counts, compare to mine. I don't know what Sean's is. I don't know if he did this. I didn't preview Sean. This is kind of a surprise for Sean. But take a look at it. No, maybe not.
Is it a surprise for me?
Maybe not.
This is why I question your legitimacy, Joshua, because I wear this. This is a Fitbit that I wear every single day, which tracks my steps as well, which is why I think there may be some sort of count gate that we are going to have to figure out here, just because, Joshua, these are my steps for the year. So I averaged 7,763 steps a day. All right.
Why does it say 2023 up there, though? Why does it say 2023?
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is for last year. Sorry. Let me get back to this. So I took a total of 7,763,000 steps per day, right, in the year of 2023. I wanted to show the improvement that I made is why I'm showing you this. Or lack thereof. But I did forget to send my other image. So you're just going to have to take me by my word, and I will show you a picture. But anyways, so for the year 2023, I took 2,833,532 steps total. Okay. For this year, Joshua, give me 1 second here. Mia, if you have to cut it,
that's okay. Because I'm super interested in the differences, but there is some gray area here because Sean is much taller than me and his strides are longer.
This is very true, Joshua. So I don't have enough time to send this. I'll just have Mia put it into the edit.
You're fine.
But
you're okay.
Joshua, this year I took 8,426 steps on average. And I'll show you here. You can see here, I'm not joking. I mean, it's kind of hard. Not the
see a lot of green lines on the screen.
It's just a white screen. Mia, go ahead and right here, cut that in, Mia. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're the best. So there you go, 8,426. And my total, Joshua, for this year was 3,084,034 steps. My total was what I did for this year. Now my white balance is all fucked up. Sorry, Mia. I didn't mean to fuck everything up. I didn't mean it. But this is why I'm saying there's a weight gate. Something's going on here because I don't think anything's being tracked correctly. So it's weird.
What do you mean? How are you? What do you mean by it's not being tracked correctly? Do you think mine's wrong? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think yours specifically is wrong. I think both of our stuff.
Like we've done more or we've done less.
I think we've done more than what it's tracking is the thing. So I think like there is more steps that we just needed to be tracked because I feel like we did more walking than we did this year than any other year. And the fact that we are even like remotely like in only like 3 million, 4 million territory doesn't seem right. It seems like we needed more steps. So
yeah, I think what's crazy is most people don't know me and you have jobs. Actually, the people who listen to me do know. Yeah, we do other things besides this, which is crazy. We should just do this. I'm telling you. Yeah. So what people probably don't know is how much we walk at work. We walk a shit ton. So I mean, I think that kind of, I think there's some plus minus there.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't know. I mean, you clearly walked more steps than me, but I think it was rigged.
I don't think it was rigged. You got to remember, I went on that Utah trip, man. We went hiking. We went on a massive trip.
Yeah,
so
very true, but I don't believe it.
But Sean,
yeah,
you went out. You know what else is good while you walk?
What else is good while I walk?
A Sorry for the Delay AI play. A song.
How long did it take you to come up with that name? A Sorry for the Delay AI play. Look at him. 2025 and Joshua's a linguist. Amazing. But yes, Joshua, I do have an AI song for everybody today. I did it weird last week. I'm going to kind of veer away from that last week and just go back to what I've been doing that was successful. So Joshua, I'll go ahead and share my screen with you this week. And you can see here, head on over to sorryforthedelay.live/AI radio. And you too can listen to this song in its entirety right then and there. But Joshua, this song is called New Us. And I took a little inspiration from just New Year's and, just trying to get that vibe, So this is New Us. Here you go, buddy. Let's see.
clock strikes 12, the world takes a breath. We've left behind what's done and said. A year of trials, a year of dreams. Now we rise, together it seems. With every heart, a flame ignites, a spark of hope in the darkest night. The future calls, we hear its song. It's time to move, it's time to belong. Here's to a brighter tomorrow, casting away all the sorrow. A brand new page, let's write it bold. With love and joy, our hands to hold. We're stronger, we're wiser, we're free. This is our time, our destiny. The past may linger, its lessons stay, but we've got the courage to pave the way. The dawn is golden, the sky is wide. Together we'll conquer the rising tide. With every step, we break the chains. A brighter path, no fear remains. The world is ours, the time is now. We'll rise and shine, we'll show them how. Here's to a brighter tomorrow, casting away all the sorrow. A brand new page, let's write it bold. With love and joy, our hands to hold. We're stronger, we're wiser, we're free. This is our time, our destiny.
And there you go, everybody. There is your AI song for the week. Joshua, how'd you feel about that song? Not like anything happened. Not like there was an abrupt cut. Don't worry about it.
No, that was a beauty. I mean, it touched me in a lot of ways. Some of them inappropriately, but I liked it. I went with it. My palms are a little sweaty, but it's okay.
Listen,
it's a new year. We're okay
new
with
year,
new
new mistakes. Stuff happens. Head on over to Sorry for the Delay live/AI radio. Listen to that track in its entirety. Give it the audience it deserves. Joshua, let's move on. Let's talk about movies to look forward to this year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very interested on this one because
I'm a big movie person. Like, I kind of feel like I grew up, like my babysitter was movies. And sometimes I feel like when I tell stories of my own life, I just make shit up like it was from a movie. I'm like, wait, that didn't happen to my life. That was like Boy Meets World or some shit. That wasn't your life, Joshua. You know, like, so. But I'm kind of excited for the new movies, that are coming out. So I went to what's this? The website over here. I was at IMDb. Is that what that website?
IMDb.
Like,
yes.
dude, this. Like,
I don't know why you said it like that without confidence.
Well, that's like, no, because I turned on the screen over here and all of a sudden I was blasted with this ultra fucking light and I just can't see right now. But there's a lot of new movies out and I just kind of want to get your take on it, Sean. I'll start with the first one on their list right here. There's a shit ton of them, so I'm not going to name them all. But how do you feel about the Superman movies? Are you good with Superman or no? You and Superman
not a fan.
Really.
Not a fan of the Man of Steel. Don't really care for any of the Superman movies. It just Superman never grabbed me in a way that it grabbed a lot of people. Like, not a big Superman fan.
Well,
yeah, he grabbed me inappropriately.
I mean,
yeah, and I tried to sue, but it's not looking well for me in court. But yeah, it's not anything I enjoy. So I don't care. What's next?
Okay, all right. So Superman. I'm just gonna. I guess I could just go in order. Fuck it. I guess 28 years later. You heard about this one?
That is one I'm actually looking forward to. Having seen the other 28 franchises, I don't know, in that franchise. I don't know. I am looking forward to seeing that movie. That movie looks pretty good. I don't know if you saw the trailer to that one, Joshua, but it is.
I haven't yet.
Pretty cool looking. So
yeah. So you're watching it? Is that at home? We should give it like a rating. Is it like at
Joshua,
home or in
all
theater?
These are going to be at home, buddy. All these are at home unless otherwise specified. So
okay. How about, I'm actually excited for this. I really hope they don't fuck this up, which they probably will. The old Adam Sandler Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, that just seems like such a cash grab, Joshua.
Think they're going to fuck it up?
Cash grab. Adam Sandler is so washed now that he needs to make a sequel to a movie that came out 50 years ago. Nobody needs to watch that. Nobody. Okay. You're going to be the only one in that theater.
No, I don't think I'm going to watch it. No, I'm going to watch that one at home. I think I'm going to watch that one at home. Yeah. How about Karate Kid Legends?
Another cash grab. You don't need to fuck with magic. You know, once you have that first Karate Kid experience, there ain't nothing stopping you, boy. Wax off, baby.
I think what happened was the series did so well that they were like, fuck it, let's just do a movie out of this shit. You know, we got some money in the piggy bank, and they're like, fuck it, dude, let's just make a movie. So
yeah, I mean, isn't that how all it goes though? Like all of this is just like company sees something really popular, and then all of a sudden, here's a movie of it. You know,
probably. I never saw this one, but how about How to Train Your Dragon? Was there a first one?
This is the live action How to Train Your Dragon specifically, Joshua. And this I am looking forward to because I've seen the animated series of How to Train Your Dragon. If you haven't, highly recommend because they are emotional and they are so well done. It is beautiful. Those movies are fucking art. But yes, I am expecting to look for that. I'm excited to watch that one, but it will be at home, not in theater, because why? You know, why?
All right, well, how about a couple more? Okay, I came across this one today. I was like, holy shit, they made a movie. And no disrespect to you Minecraft freaks out there, but I guess a Minecraft movie, they came out with, the movie's coming out, a Minecraft movie?
Not doing it. Not doing the Minecraft movie. That one, I'm sorry. Like, they just came out with a Borderlands game, like a Borderlands movie based off the Borderlands game, which fucking is as good as you would think it was. It tanked horribly. So no, not looking forward to this Minecraft movie, even though it has Jack Black in it, and the Super Mario Brother movie with Jack Black in it was actually pretty decent. But Jack Black on his own holding up that that Minecraft movie. I know Jason Momoa's in there. Mad respect to him. He's got some big, huge arms that I would just like to fall asleep in. But no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that movie. Pillows. Sorry. Yeah, dude, some giant man pillows. Like, he can just hold me until I pass out.
And this is another one. Fuck, we can go on forever about these movies, but Avatar, Fire and Ash. Did they make another? They're going to make another Avatar movie?
Yeah, dude, they're making a whole fucking series of that shit. And let me just say this. I am a big Disney fan, which is not surprising to anybody. Like, people who know me know that I love Disney. I'm a big Disney fanatic. And those of you who don't know me, congratulations, you found out that I'm a Disney fanatic. But Avatar does not need to be in the Disney parks or anything having to do with Disney. Avatar is so fucking, excuse the lack of phrasing here, Joshua. It's so AI. It's so basic down to its core that it doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me, Joshua. They've already made 2 avatars. Have you seen the second Avatar, Joshua?
Yeah,
The Way of Water?
Yeah, it was really long. It's like,
exactly. No point to doing any of that. And yet here we are about to have a third one. And then here we are about to have them inside the California Adventure Parks. Like, there's no need for any of this shit. And you can quote me on this when I say that Avatar is going to die. Is going to be a dead series before Mickey Mouse is. Just saying.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, Mickey Mouse has been around since the 40s?
Since, I believe, BC, Joshua. I believe Mickey Mouse was BC.
Okay, 1 or 2 more. How about this one? Return to Silent Hill.
Another movie based off of game. But I will say, this one does look promising.
Reviews, by the way. I love this.
This movie does look promising. I will say that. Okay. I'm not going to see it in theaters, obviously, because first of all, 1, I don't like scary movies. 2, I'm going to be here in the comfort of my own home if I do end up watching that. But it does look interesting. It's got an interesting premise, so we'll see. But yeah.
Am I reading this correctly? Is there another I Know What You Did Last Summer?
This is, I believe, the remake of that movie. So yes, that movie is coming out. And to be fair, Joshua, I did just recently watch that one for our Halloween movie marathon that we did last year. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one too, to see a little different of a take on that. But we'll see, because sequels are either good or they're shitty, and there's no in between. So.
All right, and we're Marvel people, so I'll give you one last one. Are you looking forward to the new Captain America, Brave New World?
Dude. No, not my captain. Just putting that out there.
Not my captain. Oh shit! No, he's not my captain.
He's not my captain.
You don't like him as a.
No, he's great. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
he's fucking
right,
great.
okay.
He's awesome.
Like,
but yeah,
shit.
I'm not looking forward to it. I do kind of want to see Red Hulk because I'm a big Harrison Ford fan. But other than that, no, I'm not really looking forward to it. It's like one of those movies that feels like it's been out already, but it's not. So. Yeah.
Well, there you go. There are some movies coming out. There's a shit. I think there was 50 on that list. So we don't. I mean, even if we took a minute for every movie on there, we don't got enough time for that shit. But a lot of movies coming out. I'm excited. I don't know which one of those I will be going to see in theaters, but to be determined.
Happy Gilmore. You're gonna go see Happy Gilmore in theater. That's what you're.
I mean, Happy Gilmore at home smoking a joint is probably the best way to go about that movie. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yes, sir. Hey, before we move on to the New York one, Joshua, let's move on to the outdated media one. It does kind of follow up with that movies to look forward to next year. And this happened to the old lady shopping for me for Christmas. Because for Christmas, Joshua, I was gifted a Blu-ray player with the Blu-ray of Deadpool and Wolverine, which again, amazing movie. Got to watch it with the commentary. Makes my day because commentaries are podcasts that never existed. It's beautiful. But she ran into an issue which I didn't even realize was a thing until she told me about it. But Joshua, have you ever went to go buy a Blu-ray disc at all recently?
No, and I wish you would have told me about this before because I would have taken a picture of the fucking. I got a shelf of fucking cabinet.
Joshua has a big ass shelf of Blu-rays. It's phenomenal.
I have a ton of fucking.
It's like half a wall.
Yeah. So I mean, I haven't bought one in a very long time because I got on Sean's. Sean was the one that like, hey, just start buying them digital. So I jumped on Sean's ship. I'm flying his flag for the digital.
Never listen to my ship.
Now. Yeah. So I'm sailing on his boat right now when it comes to that shit. But no, I have not attempted. Like I look at them, like I use them as visuals when I go into the store, but I don't actually purchase them.
Joshua, the next time you go into a store, I want you to physically try to find a Blu-ray. So for whatever reason, up here in the state of Washington, she was not able to find any Blu-rays at a Best Buy, at a Target, like nothing. So she had to order the Deadpool and Wolverine movie through Amazon, which, I mean, it's Amazon. What do you expect? It has it.
Yeah.
But that surprised me. So then when we went to Target a few days ago, I looked around and lo and behold, no Blu-rays. So it makes me wonder, are Blu-rays an outdated media now? So that's the question I beg to you, Joshua. Do you think Blu-rays are outdated now that we can't get them easily?
I don't think that they're outdated because that's the whole thing is like you can still buy records and people thought records when the iPod came out or whatever, like everybody thought that records and cassette tape. Well, I think the cassette tape is dead. Might be able to get
you can still get cassette tapes. It's just harder.
Yeah. But I don't think Blu-rays should be dead because a physical copy of anything is kind of nice to have in certain situations if you don't have an internet or whatever you live up, if you want to take a walk up to Alaska, you know what I'm saying? And just like you need something to, watch where there's no internet.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a local thing here then. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys can find a Blu-ray. Joshua, if you go to the store next time, let me know if you find Blu-rays. And I'm talking like major like retail stores like Target, Best Buy. Let me know if you see them in there because I didn't even see them at all in ours. So
I think we should dive into this next podcast, but sure. This goes along the lines of movies and stuff. I kind of feel and we'll get deeper into this, like I just said, if you're gonna pay for a streaming service, like if you can buy the movie online, then why is the disc that you buy in the store still like $30-something? Like I would think the hard copy should be cheaper than what you're buying online. Or are you just paying for the packaging or something? I don't know. I'll try to figure out how to bring this shit up. But it's just kind of one of those things. Like if you're still buying a physical copy, at that point you're just paying for the packaging. You're not really paying for the movie because you could just buy the movie online cheaper.
Well, I guess I
don't know.
I mean, sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes it's not. Case in point, at the time of filming, Wicked came out on video on demand, and that movie is selling for the same price you would buy it as a DVD. So sometimes it's not cheaper to buy it on DVD than it is to just buy it on a VOD.
Right.
So yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing to think about. We can talk about it next week. So
we'll get into that.
But
right.
Joshua, let's move on real quick. Let's talk about New York and being worth it for New Year's. This is talking about being there on New Year's Eve, Joshua. So while we were sitting down watching the Seattle New Year's Eve, there was a moment in there where we saw the ball drop at 9:00 in New York, and there was just a fuck ton of people there, Joshua. A fuck ton of people. Do you think going to New York to see the ball drop, possibly having to wear a diaper because they will not let you out of the area that you are caged into, is worth it?
There's no reason a grown person should shit their pants on purpose just to be in that event. There's no reason you're going to, I mean, come on, man. Nobody should be sitting there watching a New Year and like, this is the greatest day of my life as you're pushing shit out of your butt into a diaper that's in your pants that your pants probably cost fucking $800 because you're dressed to impress, you know. So now you're going and shit in your pants to fucking watch this ball drop. I mean, it's just it's kind of it's really ridiculous. And I get it, it's a moment, but if you're shitting your pants and you're a grown adult and you don't have, you know, there's not a medical condition, you know what I mean? Like, there isn't a reason that if you're just shitting your pants, you know, like, just to do it, come on, man, come on. That's like a come on, man moment, you know, like fucking rubber stamp that shit. Like fucking don't shit yourself on purpose for New Year's. Shit on the ground. You know what I mean? If you take a shit and if you shit on the ground instead of in your diaper, I guarantee you're going to have more space around you. You know, it's like facts. Fucking people are going to back off. You know, you got a fucking pile of shit right there in front of you. Like now all of a sudden you got 3 feet of fucking circumference around you. You can feel real good, you know, but you shit your pants. I mean,
I guess I'm with you, buddy. I don't think going to these big cities is worth it at all, especially places like New York or Las Vegas. Joshua, I showed you before we started filming a video of the Vegas New Year's Eve, and there was just seas of people. I mean, granted, Vegas already has seas of people. This was just people on top of people. Like it's crazy to see that amount of people, and I don't think that's worth it. They skyrocket the prices of hotels. It's so like shoulder to shoulder with everybody that it doesn't seem worth the time and the effort to be sitting there or standing there for what? Sparkly lights in the sky? Like what are we doing? Like, yeah, I feel like the way you and I spent our New Year's is the way that you should spend your New Year's, with people that you love in a situation that you feel comfortable in and not have to worry about anything.
I mean, that's what people do at like swinger parties. You know, you just get around a big group of people and just start swapping fluids and shit. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's the idea, but behind all these people getting together, smashing their sweat and their juices together. Like maybe that's what they desire. Maybe they need that closeness to make them feel like the celebration is worth it. But hot take, I mean, maybe this will make the podcast or not, but how did you hear about that fucking Cybertruck that blew the fuck up, that they had explosives in that shit? Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that. I also heard about the thing that happened in New Orleans.
That's kind of wild.
That's a lot wild, buddy.
Yeah.
But like Joshua and I are not a political podcast. We don't get into politics and stuff on this. But yes, we are aware of what happened. So, you know, it's always sad when you lose.
I think it was. I just got to say this though. I think it was kind of funny that Elon. I think I just heard this when I got home. That Elon said that's probably one of the dumbest trucks you probably could have used to put explosives in, because it would contain the actual explosive device that you're trying to let off. Like, dude, like, I get the comment, but like now you're just kind of like mocking somebody to just really do something different. Like, slow down. You know, it's kind of, I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny. You know, like, holy shit, now you're just egging on, you know, a situation with that. But yeah, it's definitely sad, man. Any kind of tragedy like that, that's not good. And people go out to celebrate and have fun. They shouldn't be worried about their lives. And That's too bad.
Yeah. All right, Joshua, we are currently about to land this plane.
Okay.
So let's get to how we end most episodes. Joshua, do you have a fortune? I know that we ended last week's episode or last year's episode with a banger, which was nice. What about some fun finds? What do we got? What do you want to do first, buddy?
Okay, so I do have a fun find here, and I'm super happy about this fun find, just because it was given to me as a gift, and it was kind of like a package deal. Like all my siblings, my sister, my brothers, we all got this thing. So it's a another Funko. It was given to me by my mom as a gift, which is pretty fucking awesome. So I really want to show this thing off because I love all this kind of shit. So the Funko that my mom gave me, and I still got to follow up on why I got this one. I'm kind of curious why I got this one, but the Funko she got me was this little guy right here. This is
Leonardo
from Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
So
all right.
I gotta ask, was I running around with like knives and shit as a kid, chopping stuff up, or like, this is the first one in the set, which is pretty freaking cool. But I'd like to know, like, what is the reference to Leonardo, and was I one of those kids that just wanted to cut shit up or something? I don't know. I'm trying to understand the reference.
Are you going to buy the whole set now that you have the one? Or
oh my God. Yeah. That kind of starts.
Leave it incomplete. Oh.
Dude, the one I really want though on this set right here, it's hard to see. Like obviously I love the Leonardo, but you see the one down there? It's called Sash or whatever.
Okay.
This dude right here. So if any of our listeners want to hook it up with that, I mean, I'd be totally down to show it off and say you got it for us here at the Sorry for the Delay. But that Sash,
oh, Lord.
That Sash one is pretty sick. No, it's cool. I mean, I'll buy it myself, but we always like cool shit. Hey, we take care of our listeners, and our listeners take care of us. This is the community we're building.
Fucking true.
We're hooking each other up.
Very
So,
true.
Hey, man, it's all in good fun.
Nice, buddy. Anything else?
That's what I got all kinds of shit. I mean, I think I should just leave it at that, though.
All right. Yeah, that's cool. All right, buddy. Let me introduce you to a segment that I wanted to bring on for the new year. It is Funkos and it is Fun Finds. But Joshua, I also wanted to introduce a little bit more. I know you do this a lot. You show off some artwork and stuff that you usually get. But Joshua, I need to take you over to one of my corners. And in my corner,
oh no,
you will see my collection.
Ooh, look at that little guy.
As you see in the left-hand side of your screen here, for those of you listening, just feel free, just listen. I'll explain it. We have a Catzilla. This is done by a local artist here in Seattle. This is the first of many for this coming week, or these coming weeks on the podcast. But this is a cat attacking the Space Needle with the mountain behind it. It's wonderful. These are all postcards, by the way. I love collecting postcards. They're really cool. Also a very cost-effective way to collect art, which is really nice. So I want to be showing off a few different ones here for the few weeks. But my fun find, Joshua, my Funko for the week is this beautiful Alice in Wonderland Funko that is Funko exclusive. So there she is. She is black and white as if she was drawn on paper and pencil. So there you go. And she is spinning around lovely, doing what we call what is that thing? A curtsy? Yeah, a curtsy. That's what she's doing.
Curtsy? Yeah. I think you're right.
There you go, buddy. So yes, Joshua, I invested some money and I got a little turntable, which I can do fun things with. I can make it go the other way if I really wanted to. Like, watch. Make it go this way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, check that out. Beautiful. Wow, look at me. Look at that. Wow,
that's pretty cool.
Pause it. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Quality versus quantity. You know what I mean?
You know what would look really good on that?
What?
Just a fat dildo.
Yeah. Now you know what's up, buddy. Now you know.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
I love it.
Yeah, that was the Jack and Coke talking.
There you go. That's my fun find for the week, buddy. So
that's
my new segment.
No, I like that. I like. Where'd you find that little turntable? Where'd you find that thing?
Amazon, baby. Amazon.
Okay,
Yeah, it was like
Daddy,
$30.
Big Daddy
It has
Amazon.
It has a remote,
Jesus.
buddy. I don't have to even move my chair right now. I just get a remote, click the button, shit turns on. Fucking, it's beautiful.
Wait, was Amazon? It was Amazon.
Amazon.
Good old Amazon. Good old Amazon.
You know Amazon, man.
we're doing it different in Kentucky. Hey, old Amazon.
No Amazon, man. What about it?
Was Amazon nice enough to provide batteries? Was there batteries included?
There were batteries included. It was kind of nice.
Got everything.
Yeah, everything was in there. Charger cable,
Jesus.
everything. Nice. You don't have to worry about shit. So
That's fucking awesome.
yeah. All right, buddy. You got a fortune for us? I know that we're ending our fortunes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, man.
My dude.
Because we kind of are done with 2024, which if you weren't with us along this journey and you're just joining us for episode 67, congratulations. It's still a shit show. Just kidding.
Still a mess.
But we usually do these fortunes, and I don't even know why I still have the box, but I'll fucking throw it away after this episode. So I bought a pack. Right, there's the dirty dozen and there is the boozy dozen. So we pretty much emptied out the dirty dozen. And if you're not familiar, that last dirty dozen fortune was pretty fucking silly. So check out the last episode. I think it's like towards the end, like this one is, as we always do this. But let's crack open. I think what do I got here? I got 2 left from the boozy dozen. So if anybody wants to make a suggestion for silly cookies or whatever, totally open to it. Because we love these little things and what they provide for us. So 2 left from the boozy dozen. Here we go. Let's see what we can get. Let's crack this bitch open. Holy shit, they fucking sealed this thing up really good, like it's made of gold.
The final 2 is what they really like sealing up. Just loving it.
All right, they're pink.
Ugh, gross.
Go. All right, Sean. Here we go for you, Sean, and the listeners for this boozy fortune, the very first one of 2025. Here we go, everybody. A pint of Guinness will lower your inhibitions to standards and eventually your pants. Should I read that again?
I mean, yeah, if you want another slab at that, yeah, go for it. I understood it.
When there's lots of words, we're just kind of get confused.
Joshua struggles when there's a bunch of words in it.
I grew up speaking English my whole life, and I still can't fucking read. But I'll try this again. Yeah. So if any teachers are, fucking, I'm open to it. Here you go. A pint of Guinness will lower your inhibitions, your standards, and eventually your pants. There you go. There you go,
buddy. That's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And there's your boozy dozen fortune.
I'm excited to see what the people come up with for the future of these fortunes. It's going to be interesting. But speaking of fortunes, let's do some lucky numbers. These are your 7 lucky numbers to start the year, everybody. So feel free to use them for whatever nefarious reasons you see fit. And they are 6, 8, 12, 14, 19, 38, and 46. Once again, your 7 lucky numbers are 6, 8, 12, 14, 19, 38, and 46. Well, Joshua, it's time to land this plane, buddy. We've made it through another hour, maybe a little bit less, depending on how much Mia needs to cut out. Sorry, Mia, not my fault. It was Joshua. But, Joshua, for the first time in the year 2025 on the podcast, sorry for the delay, what do you have left to say to the people, my dude?
It's a new year, everybody. And I think with new things, we should throw out the old. So whether that's, an old relationship, an old friend, or whatever it is, let's move forward with this new year. And let's work on, better health. Maybe
a weird suggestion.
What? I mean, I don't know what the fuck.
Throw away your old loves.
Throw away your old loves.
Throw away the people you don't care about. Fuck these people. Do better.
Do better? I don't fucking know, man. I should have come up with something better for the first one of this year, but I didn't. You know, we're regular people. We don't have a fucking, 400 people back here trying to put this shit together. We're just having fun, everybody. So I guess, I guess I could just say real quick, just have fun with this new fucking year. And do something different this year than you haven't done last year. But as I always say, I love all you guys and thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and check out for that song that Sean put out.
You totally heard this week.
Heard. Yeah. Hearing aid and all. That's all I got, buddy. Fuck
Listen,
all that.
guys, thank you again so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening.
Got
Joshua stumbled his way through.
I did.
We do really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being being here for the first time this year. Hopefully we didn't lose you, and if we did, maybe you'll join us again when this pops up into your social. So who knows? But Joshua, for the first time this year, buddy, you, me, some glasses of bourbon. We're gonna go on a 3-mile hike.
Let's go.
Let's fucking add to these steps. Let's get it. Healthy Challenge 2025. We will see you guys next week. Deuces.